Yo, what's up guys? So basically we are going to showcase a favorite in Genshin, which is National. And funny thing is that National, the first time that I actually tried it, I have no idea what I was doing, and I thought it was a pretty bad team. And okay, maybe in TCG, maybe somebody could prove to me that yep, it is not such a formidable team compared to others, but I think that's just the beauty of dealing with others and finding out that their team is probably better than yours. So National, okay, of course it's somewhat expensive, quote unquote, because you have to get 3 characters, and right now you can only unlock like a few because it's only day 12 TCG, and you might think that it might be a little costly, but here's the thing about National. Um, it's it's just a solid team all around in Genshin, so you would also think that it might also be good in TCG, and that is shown by the fact that in TCG, quick swapping is kind of hard. So getting elements just to work together and do elemental reaction is also very hard. So National seems like the team to go, right? It's a bunch of off-fielders, and then like if everybody gets their burst ready, it's gonna be deadly. But um, it's a little harder than that. So of course, so from the gameplay you can see, of course I got the normal National team, and the cards that I actually got was very lucky, surprisingly, and it's also leaving to the dice being lucky as well. And other than that, there's also the Jade Chamber card that you also would like to have, because the Jade Chamber just makes sure that you get the elements that you need, and that is very particularly useful in the terms of like Xingqiu probably, because Xingqiu is probably a character that you probably want to get his energy up first. Even in this gameplay, it might contradict myself that I chose Bennett to be the first man up, but that's only because I was worried about healing in the team. So I wanted to put Bennett up first and try to just get everything ready. But yeah, National, in TCG you could choose anyone, and I really mean anyone. And honestly, it kind of depends on the card as well. For example, if like you got a card for like Xiangling Guoba, and then yeah, if you get that, you could just you might want to put Xiangling first, because Xiangling is very flexible. You just put down Guoba, you swap out. You don't have to think much. So of course it's very simple, and the rest of National is very weird, because the main people that you want to keep in focus is probably Xiangling and Xingqiu not dying, or actually one of them can die, but not both, because they are the only ones of reaction in this team. So Benny might probably have to put his burst down first. That's why once again explaining the fact that probably might want to have his burst down first. So honestly, it's very flexible. Just however your playstyle is. If you like to just have everything ready first, you could do Xingqiu. If you like to go a little aggressive and try to get some elements reaction in ready, you could just choose Xiangling first and then into Xingqiu and try to use Duhua Rain Sword. It's really flexible, and honestly, there is no wrong and no right. And this team, one main problem is probably have to do with just people not dying straight away first. That's why, as you can see from my opponent here, they actually respected my skills and did not go using the skill immediately. Because in National, you also have to set up quite a bit around here. The only form of healing here is Bennett, so it's not very easy to work out on this. That's why I actually get Bennett's burst up all the way first. And here I'm actually relying that I actually have a quick swap option here. But yeah, I have a lot of Bennett and also Guoba this game. And here you see I saw the Noel card, and I was like, I got really excited. So clearly, yeah, I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's just this team is just it's very flexible. Like you just get it. You could just go with any characters. I really cannot stop emphasizing that. For the cards, I would say just because we got double pyro already, focus on pyro resonance, and hopefully you're able to use Xingqiu burst or skill to just do some reactions on the other teams. And this would be really useful if you had a Xiangling Goba down right now, but I chose not to. I chose to save option and try to get Bennett's burst up first. But as you can see here, my opponent is really giving me a lot of space, so maybe it was a mistake for me to not put down Goba first. And so here is like the first strike, of course, and I have the element resonance card and I could just use it straight away. And yeah, just using Xingqiu's burst early is a great idea, because here's the thing, his burst will not get activated unless you use a physical attack, which might seem like a bad thing, but honestly, for National, it's actually quite a benefit, because Xingqiu would likely want to go first because he cannot trigger his burst until he uses the physical, which is kind of rare. So just using his burst first, and then proceeding to maybe like Xiangling and get her burst up, probably with like the Mona card, I don't remember the name, to get one up, put on Glova, quickly use her burst. And you might think that okay, and from later on in the gameplay, you could see that, okay, that might lead Xiangling to die, which, you know, foreshadowing down the line. But Xiangling's sacrifice, I would say, okay, how evil it could sound, I think it could be necessary, because Xiangling, Xiangling's a weird card. She is not going to survive for long. She needs to get everything down for it is her turn. So when you are using Xiangling active here, you actually should not use any action card, or not should not, but try to avoid using it, because Xiangling is pretty costly, as you can see. It's like ganyu a little bit. Well, I'm kind of oversensitive over dramatizing how likely Xiangling is going to die, but yeah, I really do feel like you're playing a ganyu with Xiangling, because you're playing against time. You have to probably put down a Glova and then your burst, and hopefully you get the right dice as well. So, and if you don't, you have to like sacrifice the card, and yeah, Xiangling might seem like the core problem in this team, so a lot of people might try to avoid using Xiangling, maybe change to another character, maybe Fischl, some people might think. But honestly, Xiangling is really underrated. I am not kidding. In this team, of course, people could try to combo down with Xiangling while she is just trying to do a thing. But yeah, if you give Xiangling enough time, she will be able to shoot down Glova, Hackers, and everything. And here's the thing: when you do that in conjunction with Xingqiu already having his burst down, you could actually have Xingqiu and Xiangling together with a normal attack could deal up to 9 damage base. 9 damage, which is like insane. And if they have like a pyro on them already, like a pyro procs on them already, which probably would happen because Xiangling used her pyronado before, that is like 15 damage 15 damage right there. That is no joking around. And yeah, National is really deadly once if you give them enough time. If you ever meet National inside like your matches, do not give them any time to try to react. Just try to combo them down straight away, especially like Bennett or Xingqiu or something. Yeah, actually all of them. I'm gonna do all of them are kind of fragile, but even if you try to do that, I'm sure there should be some other way that you can try to limit your opponent's capability in trying to take National down. And I'm sure somebody will find that out. I am no expert in cards, so this is just really a showcase video of National. If you ever want to use National, my hot tip is probably from you see in this footage. Of course, you could see that there is some mistake that I done just now, like when I was saying Xingqiu and I could quick swap to Xiangling before the round ended, which was probably not the bright idea. Probably Xingqiu should be tanking a little bit of dose before Xiangling, therefore Xiangling didn't die here, but who knows. It's really a lot of what's that? There's a lot of stuff that you have to take in TCG, and you have to look at your opponent's card and see what's what. But yeah, National have its weaknesses, but it's a really fun team to play, of course. So yeah, here I swap to my Bennett, and his burst is ready. He has 2 turns of Rain Cutter and Pyronado, which is insane. And here you could see, okay, well, you have to wait for it to roll, but here you can see, Bennett is actually going to just one-shot that Diluc at 8 health, which is, well, it's not insane per se, because like, somebody at 8 health with like an enemy really pops on them, I'm sure there's many other characters that can one-shot them, maybe like Kating. Kating is one of the hot tops right now, everybody's just using her. But yeah, as you can see, okay, well, I kinda like, it's not 15 damage, it's 9, but still, it is insane how much damage it's doing. And though it might seem that it's not worth it because of how much preparation you have to take, but remember, since his skill could provide you a little bit of shield, which is it's not something to be joking about. If they have a Fisher on the other team, that's no damage on the character at all. So yeah, it's not bad. In later videos, I probably want to showcase some harder characters to use, maybe yoimiya or like ganyu, because those 2 characters, I look at them and they seem so expensive, and not expensive by the kind that like it's hard to get them or whatever, but it's more like the amount of dices that they need, or just like the preparation needed for them is also kind of insane. And I'm just in awe that it's like that. So yeah, I think next time maybe I can show you yoimiya next, or ganyu. I probably want to try yoimiya because yoimiya is, her skill doesn't even give her any stuff. So yeah, see you next time.